Hello Wargamers! You guessed it, today we continue Age of Sigmar, naturally, as we will in the future as well. Welcome, I am Luka from MiniWarGaming.com, joined by my guest today, returning guest, Scott. You may recognize him, or remember his army, from the Lost City campaign that we have recently just finished off the first section of. Today we're going to play some match play, though. We're going to be doing power flux between the Blades of Khorne and the Idoneth DEEPGITS, as we have called them.
We play and call it work. MiniWarGaming's Age of Sigmar Battle Report.
Welcome to my Blades of Khorne list. I'm playing Goretide today, so they are the mortal variant of it. I do have a few demon elements of the list, and it's more focused around my general, who is a bloodthirster of insensate rage. So today we gamble. That is the theme of the list. We're going to see if we can get Outraged Carnage to pop off today or not. Now, as my general, he is going to have the demonic command trait of Firebrand. It just lets him... He's a priest. I can pray, and it's a good utility command trait. The other ones aren't bad. This is the one, it's safe. I like it. I'm going to go with Bronzed Flesh for now, because it's the one I took last time. And I'm going to give him an artifact of power. I believe it is called the Halo of Blood. This is giving him the Fights First ability. Now, with him, in a Warlord Battalion, so I'll get an extra artifact and enhancement and a superiority die later, I have two different priests. The first one, Slaughter Priest. I will be running him with Blood Sacrifice to try and churn out a few more Blood Tithe points throughout this game. And then I'll be running a Realm Gore Ritualist on top of that. She is going to know the Unholy Flames, but she might be there for Blood Hex too. And then the whole marking an objective or piece of terrain is kind of important as well. I only have one of her. I'd probably run two, but I do like the Slaughter Priest. Now, because I have no wizards, I'll be taking a Nullstorm Adornment, and she has the capability to unbind and dispel magic if it matters. Now, the Slaughter Priest can do that inherently. That's the main difference between them. And then to fill out this Warlord, I just have one of my random Blood Reaver units to hang out here. And then speaking of Blood Reavers, I got a heck of a lot of Blood Reaver units here. I got a few Meat Ripper Axe units and a couple Blood Reaver Blade units. And that'll be 2 of each, giving me 4 units in total between the 2 of them. I did forget to mention, one more character in that Warlord Battalion will be a Bloodsecrator, who will be taking my second artifact, just a Crimson Plate, giving him a 5 board save. He's kind of important in the list, at least at the beginning, and somewhat throughout the end of it as well. And now we look at our second battalion. It'll be the Withered Finders of Antor. They're the Nerd Hunters. Leading it, I have an Exalted Deathbringer. I just really like this model, and I like his rules. He's a cool little duelist in the Khorne line. So he doesn't really, one of his rules doesn't interact that well, but that's cool. That's fine. I'm sure you guys don't mind. And I'm be running a couple of Blood Warrior units in there as well. 10 strong, not reinforced. I don't like to reinforce when I'm playing Khorne. I like the MSU aspect of it, getting a lot more Blood Tithe points. And one will have Gore Axes and Gore Fist, and then the other one will just have a pair of Gore Axes. I don't really know which one I like better. I think I like the Gore Axes, like the pair of Gore Axes better, but the Gore Fist is kind of a fun gimmick. And here are those 2 Skull Cannons I was talking about, just kind of running around. They're just demons, kind of keeping it real. And not one, but 2 units of Wrathmongers. Again, I like them a lot for Khorne. Give me a lot of utility in the list, extra attacks, a little bit more hitting power early on as they hang out behind the lines. And of course, they're there to buff the Bloodthirster up with that 1 additional attack as well. And that is about it today, folks. Let's go take a look at what the Deepkin, or DEEPGITS, are bringing to the table.
Hi, everybody. This is Scott from Rochester, New York, and I'm bringing back the Idoneth DEEPGITS. Today I'm going to bring a different enclave. I'm going to bring the Nautilus enclave, so this will make the Turtle battle line and then give them a different monstrous action to give him -3 rend on his big attacks. The grand strat is Dominion of the Deep Ones, so I'm trying to kill all monsters and keep the turtle alive. And we have 2 battle regiments today, and leading our army in the first battle regiment is going to be the Gitkellian King on Squigmare. He is the general. He's going to have the Bladed Pole Arm, the Unstoppable Fury command trait, the Void Shield Darkness mount trait, and we are also bringing in that one the Eidolon of the Sea. This is the Wizard Eidolon, and he is going to have the Steed of Ties teleporting spell. In the other hero that I have for the battle regiment is the Soul Scryer, who is the priest, and he's going to know the Curse prayer. And with the Soul Scryer, I'm going to have 2 units of Get Marty Reavers. These are the Bo Namarty, and they're going to deep striking with the Soul Scryer. And we have 2 Alapexes, the Squignados with the harpoons instead of the net launchers. Got 2 allied units. I've got a Soul Strike Chariot with the Tempestuous Spear, and then a unit of Aetherwings that I call Squeakles because they're squigs and Aetherwings. And then I have an Endless Spell. I've got the Purple Sun of Shaiish in there as well. I think that is everything. Oh, and the Soul Scryer. He has the ship in a bottle. He'll drop a boat when he comes in.
Today, Scott and I play Power Flux. This is the 3rd battle plan on the 2nd table. If you're unfamiliar with it, we have 4 objectives, 2 of them labeled A, wholly within each player's territory, and then 2 objectives labeled B that are partially within both players' territory on the east and west flanks. Now for deployment, we're going to be deploying 9 away from one another along the long table edges as if it was a Dawn of War style game. Now, with Power Flux, we are fighting on one of the many birthplaces of the powerful incarnates. And there are Power Fluxes to represent that. And that will incorporate the rule Aether Surges. So, in every battle round, at the start of every battle round, after determining who will be the priority player, the player going second will choose a pair of objectives, either the A pair or the B pair. Those are the activated objectives, and you can only score victory points for objectives you control if they're active. And you'll score victory points as follows: 1 if you control 1 activated objective, 1 if you control both activated objectives. You are going to gain victory. You can gain victory points if you have Antorian locusts contesting those objectives and there are no enemies nearby. However, Scott and I have none of those, so that will not be valid. You'll score a victory point if you destroy any enemy wizards in a battle round. In this case, Scott only has 1, so that will only come up once if I kill it, which I kind of have to. And 2 victory points per battle tactic if you complete it. And on top of all that, of course, you get your grand strategy at the end of the battle if you complete it. Afterwards, or after 5 battle rounds, whoever has the most amount of victory points will be the battlefield. After 5 complete battle rounds, whoever has the most amount of victory points will be the winner of this Power Flux conflict. And don't forget, if you want to come by and play war games with us here at MiniWarGaming, like Scott here, just go to miniwargaming.com/challenge for all the details. Sigmar 40K, those are like, yes, for sure, come on in. Might take a little bit longer. Sigmar is a little bit quicker than 40K right now, but you know, if you're willing to wait or you have it planned out in the future, that works. Really looking for Heresy though. Always having a hard time getting some Heresy players. We are in Welland, Ontario. It's near Niagara Falls. So if you're familiar with that area, we're like 20 minutes away from the falls. It's a small little town that no one's heard of. It's old though, technically. Anyways, I digress. Come by and play war games with us here. I also want to play Lord of the Rings. Please God, come play Lord of the Rings with me at MiniWarGaming. I would love you. You'll be my best friend. I got a lot of best friends, but you can be one of them. Here is the board that Scott and I will be playing on for today's game. You might notice that you've not seen this terrain before. That's because it's new. You have a keen eye. This terrain is from a local terrain producer who does currently have a Kickstarter going. Now, we were not paid for the promotion, but we wanted to support the local industry here and this local terrain maker. If you want to check out this terrain, go to miniwargaming.com/bedrock. I'll just say the information there. It will be in the description down below, and I'll say it again a little bit later. It is modular bedrock terrain, so it all comes apart at different levels. You can build it flat, build it tall. For now, we're playing Sigmar, so it's kind of building it flat, but it can go as tall as you want it, as low as you want it, and there are other pieces available as well. In fact, he was molding it with clay this morning before he brought it by, because he did want to give us just a few more pieces to use on the table for today's game. There are many great examples I could give you on how you could use this terrain. It's would definitely shine in skirmish games too. I think of immediately any post-apocalyptic plateau kind of settings. So you have like This Is Not a Test, Fallout. This works especially well if you play Necromunda Ash Waste campaigns, because when you're playing Necromunda, you want to do a lot of elevations to your tables, right? But usually you're in hive cities, so it's easy. You have gantries, catwalks, stairs, the tops of industrial buildings, stuff like that. But when you're playing Ash Waste, you're on the desert sands, and you might have terrain for that, but you know, why not have modular terrain that gives you levels and platforms and bridges to walk along, so you could technically play an Ash Waste campaign but build it up like a proper Necromunda like Underhive campaign, right? You get the Boast of Beth Worlds, Beth Worlds. I can't talk today. Sorry, Best Worlds, and you can zip your cars around and everything as well. Obviously, if you still play old Gorka Morka, that's another great example of how you could use this terrain. Today, we're playing Sigmar in a steppe. And that's what I essentially have set up today. And we're playing a power flex. So this is a step. This is where a power flex, this is where one of the legendary incarnates was born. And Scott and I are going to fight over to stake a claim on this territory. Now again, as a reminder, it will be in the description, but if you want to go check out the Kickstarter for this terrain set, and obviously if you're watching this video later on, that Kickstarter might not be available, but if you're watching it kind of right away, go to miniwargaming.com/bedrock. Obviously that is going to be one word for you. It's one word generally, but URL also one word, and it will be in the description down below. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and set up our forces. We have not rolled for anything just yet. We're going to be right back. And we're back and deployed. I won the roll off. I went with this side of the battlefield, put down my skull altar, put my blood scrater in the skull altar, just because it mostly looks cool. And I don't really have any invocations anyways. Over here I got Reavers, Skull Cannon, Reavers, Exalted Deathbringer, Blood Warriors, Wrathmongers. Typical deployment, Wrathmongers way in the back, giving that +1 attack aura, wholly within 8 of any element of the unit. Blood Reavers over here. All my priests near the altar, including the Bloodthirster of Insensate Rage, Slaughter Priest on the left, Realmgore Ritualist on the right. I might just mark up this objective. I don't know, I'll think about it. Blood Warriors, Reavers, and Wrathmongers, and the Skull Cannons. Boom and boom. I got nothing really in reserve, so that's everything is what you got on the table here. Now, what do we got on your side of the board here, Scott?
All right, I've got the 2 Alapexes kind of split out here. Got the turtle. I forgot to mention the turtle's got reverberating carapace as his mount trait. I'm allowed to have both with the Idoneth in the book. They are allowed 2 mount traits. So he's here to buff saves and also give me +1 to shoot for Namarti when they come out. I've got the king kind of hiding back here just so there's no shenanigans going on there. And then we got the Squeagles kind of just holding back there to help me get a battle tactic, maybe an objective.
They look like a blood tithe point if I've ever seen one.
They will probably be a blood tithe point. If they make it to the end of the game, things have gone terribly wrong for you.
I'd say so. I'd say so. I did forget to mention my grand strategy when I was talking about my army. I went with Slaughter of Sorcery. So that is kill all the enemy wizards. There's one. He's kind of hard to kill, but I might kill him, maybe. He'll probably be, if he does die, I think it'll be the last thing that'll probably die.
He tends to be the hardest thing to kill between just being able to teleport around and...
He's got like 2 different healing spells, essentially.
He's got a healing spell, and then if he heals or unbinds, he heals.
That's what it was. He has a healing spell with an ability that allows him to heal as well. It's kind of like a one and done. I got to kill him, or you got to roll like a double 1 on 2d3 for healing, or stop your spells casting. Yeah. I have to jump through hurdles to kill that guy. Yeah. So, but we're going to try and make it happen. And again, we're all kind of just gambling on this Bloodthirster doing well on top of it. Now, for priority, I always play like 80,000 drop lists just because it saves me brain power trying to calculate what units I want to use where, and I get more artifacts this way. And I pretty much put the ball in the court of the guest on who gets priority coming up. Do you know who you want to go first?
Yes, you were going first.
Me, turn 1? Yeah. That means you get to pick which objectives are active.
Yep, we are going to pick the home objective, so I don't give you 2 in the first round.
All right, fair. So it's going to be A's are active today, and boom will be the ones. So we're going to see what I can make happen here. I do have to worry about your reserves. That'll be 2 Namarti units and like a character.
Yep, they've got a priest and then 2 units of Namarti and then the ship in a bottle.
Ship in a bottle, all right. How does the ship in the bottle work? What does the ship in a bottle do?
So after the end of the first movement phase, you drop it, and it's got to be wholly within 12 of the character. But it gives a ward and then also a nice blocking piece for movement too. So
does that like? I always thought you just put the ship down anyways for free.
You can. I need a second boat.
Oh, so, you get 2 then if you have.
Right. I just don't have a second boat yet.
Okay.
So that is next on the painting table. So I will have a second boat. Maybe I'll make it look like it's popping out of a bottle or something.
And one thing I wanted to point out about this turtle is the mushroom on a stick there. If you can see that there, it is quite a nice touch. That's my favorite part about that entire turtle. So excellent job. All right, we're gonna go first with the Blades of Khorne. I guess good luck to both of us. Who knows how this game's gonna go? I don't. I'm gonna rely on Khorne to guide me to where I need to be.
Yep.
In a galaxy gripped by fear, Ravaged Star returns! The Veil-Touched return, this time with fresh enemies to battle. Unleash the unyielding might of the Imari, or command the terrifying swarms of the Gorkog. Dive into relentless strategic warfare among the stars in this thrilling sci-fi miniature wargame. Follow the campaign game found early on and seize a free miniature. Yuri and Lasgore, once you pledge at any level, Destiny awaits at miniwargaming.com/ravaged. Rally your forces and decide the fate of the galaxy.
All right, just going to show you how Scott and I are going to be keeping track of score this game. I'll be player 1 on the left, Scott will be player 2. The D10s are going to correspond to certain battle rounds, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Command points and turn number. And then, you know, we just got this from our Forge here in-house, but if you want something like this, well, you got one of two options. You can go to MiniWarGaming Forge to check it out. The link is right there, .com. We have this available in made to order if you just want to buy, or if you just want to buy the STLs, you can grab it there. There is other designs, not just my Taco Cat one. There's one for every content producer, and there are generic ones. We also have other little accoutrements to go along with it. Or the other option is you come by as a guest, because we hand them out to our guests also. So a little more incentive to come by and play some war games with us, because you get to hang out, we buy a lunch, we give you toys, and you get to play war games with all of our stuff. So maybe that'll help. Unfortunately, through a series of unfortunate events, I can't do any battle tactics on turn 1. But the ones that revolve around me getting out of my territory, intimidate the invaders, and surround and destroy, my units are not fast enough to be able to do that. Even if I deploy these, I looked, even if I deploy the Blood Reavers right here, I have to get past this point with the entire unit. They do not have enough movement to do that with an at the double. So we are out of luck on that one. Obviously, I can't do Intimidate the Invaders for the exact same struggle. I have to get more than half my units from here to essentially pass this rock formation there. So that's not going to happen. And then I don't have any wizards. I'm Khorne. I can't do magical mayhem, mayhem or dominance, really. So, but I will in a sacrilegious little bout here against Khorne. I'm going to pick magical mayhem as my battle tactic just to burn it. And because frickin' Scott picked the territory objectives, Luka's only getting 1 point. So that is just blade twist, salt in the wound. Thank you.
A little bit of both.
Yeah, why not? Thank you. Let's just go to the rest of my hero phase. I don't have any heroic actions I need to do, but I will do a leadership on my Secrator, who's going to roll a 2. He's currently on the altar, looking really cool, but unfortunately frothing at the mouth and unable to command his troops. What would you like to do?
I'm going to do the same thing with the Idoloon.
Okay, well, he's obviously better at commanding his forces, so you'll have a command point. I have nada. For my prayers, though, I got a few of them up my sleeve. They should be pretty self-explanatory here. I'm going to blood sacrifice from my Slaughter Priest to get an early game blood tie point. We do succeed. He's going to get himself with that. He's going to carve up his own arm and offer his blood up to Khorne. He'll take 2 mortal wounds, and he'll go down to 4 remaining. Then we're going to go with a bronzed flesh from the big demon with wings, Bloodthirster. Alright, I don't think it works on a 3. I'm rerolling because I'm near the altar. That's the thing it does. Look, I got it twice! It works on a 3-up. It's one of the 3-up ones. Thank you. I am going to increase the save on... that's a good question. Depends on how much ranged attacks you have. Normally I wouldn't put it on him, but there is a lot of ranged threats on the DEEPGITS side here. A couple Alopexes and the giant turtle. I'm going to try and alleviate some of that pressure. I mean, I just don't want him getting shot. You can shoot my other things. I'd rather have the save on one of the Blood Warriors, but they have enough speed and range. If I buff up those Blood Warriors, you just shoot those Blood Warriors. If I buff up those Blood Warriors, you'll just shoot those Blood Warriors, or the Wrathmongers. So I'm just going to put it on him. Lastly, the Realm Gore Ritualist is going to go for some Unholy Flames. This engulfs the target's weapons in Unholy Flames and increases the rend characteristic by 1. Haha, get hot. 2, reroll. Haha, do better. 6, nice, thank you, Khorne. This one matters less so, I'm just doing it because I can do it. It's got wholly within 16, so I'm going to put it on these guys if they're wholly within 16, which I believe they are. Mine, nothing was in range, just these Blood Reapers. She's got nothing else she really do, so they got extra rend. I believe that's going to conclude my hero phase, so we're going to go right to movement. I am going to surge forward with the Blood Reavers. In fact, I'm going to move everything generally forward. I'm going to keep a couple of the elements back. I'm going to try and get some range shots with the Skull Cannons, but I got to worry about the Namarti. I'm going to probably posture my flanking Reavers to try and deal with them a little bit, and I'll show you where this all ends up once I'm done. There's a lot of things to move here. So I'm not looking forward to it, but you guys don't have to worry about that part of it. And that's the turn. I did keep some of my units back a little bit, mostly because I didn't have any shots on the Skull Cannons, because Scott deployed his things out of their max move and shoot range, just because of the nature of things. So we kept all of our screens forward, and pushing out the sides and pushing out the back. I got a couple Wrathmongers. Sorry, you can't see that. Lagging behind. Just to keep the Namarti away for now. Bloodthirster right in the middle. Keeping most of my priests near the altar for one additional turn. I know I could have put the altar way up there. That's bit me in the butt way too many times. It just ends up... we play with a crap ton of terrain here in MiniWarGaming, so all it does is just choke up my lines, and it makes it impossible to move around. I'd rather just keep it in the back, benefit from it for the first couple of turns, and then worry about it later, if it matters. And, yeah, that is my move. Nothing too dynamic going on. I end my turn. I score 1 victory point for the objective that my Bloodthirster is currently standing on. Because that's active right now. So that's 1 victory point, and that's it, sadly, for the Blades of Khorne. We're going to go to turn 1 for the Deepkin to see what they got going on. We did forget to roll for primal dice. We're just going to roll twice now, because I wasn't going to use any. We got 2 each. All right, just updating everything as we go to Scott's turn. We got command points. Primal Magic dice, the blue dice for magic. My 1 entire victory point on turn 1 and my 1 blood tide point. So what is the plan, battle tactic, and action-wise?
We're going to do Surround and Destroy with the Squeagles, the Idoloon, and the Shark to get outside Holy Within 6 to 3 battle edges.
Yeah, I didn't quite have the movement to screen off his Surround and Destroy. I am just an evil man's in the end. But the Idoloon's going to linger back there.
Yep.
Oop, and then that's what they're a great pick for, the mobility they have. And obviously the Sharks do the same thing-ish. Okay, what about action?
Then we're just going to try to get a command point there, too.
All right, I'm going to
get it with the King.
King! Got it. Boom. And then I am going to attempt to recover the Slaughter Priest who acquired me a Blood Tithe point. I do. He's going to heal D3. He took 2. He's going to heal 2, 3. Well, he's back to full. Thank you for the Blood Tithe point. Where are we starting with
We're
casting?
going to start with a Mystic Shield on the Eidolon.
Got it with 6?
Yep.
Well, I can't stop that, so... I mean, how many spells do you have to cast?
I have 1 more.
Okay, well, let me check their range. Both. Now, he can inherently do it. She has the Nullstone Adornment that lets her unbind and dispel to kind of like double up her effect of him and then get the Blood Mark ability. Oh, which, by the way, I forgot to mention, at the end of a movement phase, I pick a terrain piece or objective within 3 of her. She's going to scratch in a Blood Rune of Khorne on this piece of terrain, so I get +1 to hit if I'm fighting within 8 inches of it. I'm going to put something there to help me remember. Khorne Mark. Sword. So this terrain has a Blood Rune on it. And then, I'm going to see if you got a 6?
Yep.
Do you get any bonuses?
Do not. I can re-roll it, or I can use Primal, but I'm going to save this.
Would you? No rerolls. Gotcha. All right.
I'm not going to.
Fail. You got it. On the turtle.
Yep.
All right. What's the second spell?
We're going to go for Purple Sun.
Fine. Bring it on. Roll 2 dice. I hope you get a 1. Well, that's whatever. You can.
So this is the choice because I can re-roll it. I do have 2 Primal dice, which would be better than
the re-roll. Because I have 2 Primal dice also.
Yeah.
All right.
So if I re-roll, then I don't get any Primal dice. So
let's see what you got.
It's pretty unlikely now, but.
Oh, that's a good start. Okay, well, 7 + 4, we're looking at 11. I'm going to roll 2 dice with my Slaughter Priest. I get 11 on those 2 dice alone, so I'll throw my 2 Primal dice at it and stop it. Jump right into movement now that the hero phase is done. We're going to show you where these end up. For the Surround and Destroy, I guess they're going to run.
Yep.
Might as well. Hey, 1. Oh.
I didn't need it, but...
Yeah, we're going to show you where the rest of these end up. And we're back. This Alopex came up over here to Surround and Destroy. Alopex, I don't even know if that one moved really. It moved a little bit, maybe.
No.
One in the middle? Not at all, eh?
I really want to kind of block off where this is. In the event the Bloodthirster be able to screen off a little bit, make it tougher to get through here.
And then our little cherry came rushing up the board, as did the... Oh, what are they called?
Squeagles.
Thank you. It's much better than what I think they're called. I keep thinking they're called sea squid.
You can go Squawks.
Squawks works too. I like Squawks. And then from reserves comes the character. I have no idea what he's called.
Soul Scryer.
There he is.
He's a priest with curse.
And then he popped up. And when he shows up, he brings his homies. Yep. So he has to show up wholly within 12. There's 6 of the battlefield, but they show up within range of him.
Yep.
And then he also throws a ship down.
Yep.
I've always wondered where they get this ship. It's very clearly a human-constructed ship. It has an Idoleth Sigmar on the front of it. I don't remember what the front of the ship's called. The
Creeping Glued Tide is the name of this. Oh, is the terrain, but
what is the front of a ship? Like the aft, the front. I don't know. I don't know anything about ships. I'm not a boat. A boat? I don't know. Ship. I don't know what it is.
And the back does have Sigmar. It has the Sigmar logo on the back, or the
it does.
insignia on the back.
They took this boat, man.
Yep.
He shows up, he took the boat he clearly stole, threw these guys down, and then the king's showing up over here. And the chariot's going to be charging after shooting and everything. But we're good to go to shooting now. I didn't redeploy anywhere because why bother? I'm just going to get shot at, and I'm just going to... I like where everything is anyways. They couldn't risk a redeploy and giving you an opening for Mr. Priest back there to show up. Where would you like to start shooting?
It's a great question. Let's do the Alopex over here.
Boom. Is he's lined up on the Bloodthirster? Is that what's going on?
No.
Okay.
Well, that seems like a great idea, but he's already got such a great save. One rend is not gonna. I could totally get him, but he's already got +1.
He's already defense it. Yeah.
Yeah. So like one rend is. If I had gotten the Purple Sun out, it'd be a different story. If I would have gotten that out,
True.
I'd maybe gotten that. But this is a character here, correct?
Oh, he's true.
I'm within 12, so I can shoot him now. It's
does
-1.
He's got a 5 up ward save. That's what he's got going for him.
Okay.
That's it. All right, bring it on. Bring on the shoots. Yep. Is this the harpoon one or the...
They're both harpoons.
Okay,
just
gotcha.
different. Yeah.
I know one's like a net.
The net. I don't have any net. Yeah, I don't have any of the nets. It only really works well if you have other things that are getting in melee, because it stops you from piling in, but doesn't really do the damage.
I see. Okay. More of a utility piece.
Yep. So -1 for the lookout stir with your within units range of the unit there, so it'll be 4s and 3s.
I got hit twice, and 3 to wound. I see 2 before me. I believe he's got a 4-up save. I pass 1. I'll double check, but I definitely fail 1. Then it'd be 3 damage. We'll see if that 5-up board can help him. No, he's got a 5-up save base. He failed both. Oh, 5 damage. That's not good. You know what? This might be a blood tide point. He might have 6 wounds though. Ward, please. Ah! It's a taste right there, buddy. Oh my gosh. Shark number 2 is going to fire the same weapon. We're just figuring out where we want it to go.
I want to leave this for here, so we're going to go into this screen unit.
My Reavers, fine. Bring it on. 4 shots. Should be no negatives here.
Correct.
Oh, 2 hits still.
Yep.
And 3s to wound. And I'll have no save here. Both of them. 2d3 damage. As they get skewered by harpoon. Ah, you killed 2 of them. Nice. I guess I'll lose these 2. Why not? Next up.
We're going to do the turtle into the Bloodthirster's command point from the Eidolon for all-out attack.
Fine. Then I will all-out defense. Ready.
2s and 3s.
Got a bunch of artillery on his back. Good roll.
Yes.
And 3s to wound. Okay, well, we got 4 wounds, it looks like. There's one that rolled over there.
Yep.
All right, that is still Rend 1, but I have a 4-up save with +2 to it, so I'll have a 3-up save. We do fail 1, but the save stacking helped a little bit there. D3 damage. 1. We do get the Locus of Fury on demons when they're shot at for more than 808 generally. Ward. I'm mad enough to take... I'm not mad enough. I take damage. 15 wounds remain. Got 1 unit in the Marty.
Yep.
Right here in the middle. Firing into the Blood Reavers.
Yep.
3s to hit. And
3s to wound.
Volley of arrows, strike 6 of the Blood Reavers down. Boom, 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 yeah, boom. Number 2 is going to volley into the Wrathmongers. Yeah. 3s. And 3s. I'll have a 6-up save against these shots. A good amount of shots, 11 6-ups. We save none. That's going to shoot down 3 of them, and 1 will be on a wound. Good clean volley landing right on them. Does take out these. Moved him a little bit. He is the not champion, so I'll put him down to a single wound. Clean these guys up too. And then we're going to go on to charging with the chariot first. Yep. Just the chariot?
Yeah, because I need to leave this over here for the battle tactic.
True.
There's nothing else that's worth charging at this point.
May you roll high and let the blood flow. Bloop. A 12.
Oh, that's a
beautiful. That's saucy. Is it every 4-up is immortal?
Yeah.
I love it. We're going to just collide with these Reavers here.
Yep.
Keep them tied up there and just try to annihilate them with impact. Yep. Every 4+ is immortal. I see. Quite a bit. Only 4 fails on that. So that's 8 mortal wounds. We're left with 2 Reavers. Well, you might as well keep... Want to keep those 2 over there? I don't know. I'm gonna hemorrhage the wounds this way and just have 2 regular Reavers left. I don't know if it's gonna be worth it, but we'll try it out. And you can pile in a fight with them if you want.
Yeah, well, might as well.
Go beat up some of these Reavers.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go. Bam. Bring it on. What are we starting with?
Beaks and Talons. 3s and 3s, 2 rend 1 damage. 3s.
And it was Rend 1/1?
2 rend, 1 damage.
Okay, well that'll be 3 dead. I'll have 1 remaining Reaver, and then the rest of the attacks.
This is the axe, 3s and 3s, 1 rend, 1 damage.
Alright, the axe puts the final one down. Only 3 of them are going to be in range for their murderous strike, though. If I can get a blow in before they go down. I'll get 2 mortals. Boom, and they're all dead. And that is a blood tithe point for me. 10 wounds remaining. And I think that's it. I think we have come to the end of the turn.
Yep.
Where I owe you a battle shock.
Yes.
I am going to use one of my command points to inspire them, to keep them around, because as much as it would give me a blood tithe point, it's still more valuable to have the unit on the table. However, I do need to roll theirs, and they lost 2, but they have a banner, so I roll a 4. They're okay. They don't have to worry about it. Boom. And then these guys are going to pass as well. After that, you get 1 victory point for the objective in your territory, because it's active, and the battle tactic also completed. So you'll get 3 points to my 1 on that first battle round. And we got ourselves a priority roll here. I'll win ties. You got okay, well, you got a 1, so I'll probably go, I suppose. I don't really have a great way to get to them, is the problem. It's really a problem for Scott. Problem for me, they have a lot of shots that could be annoying. And I could speed a murder and hope, but then they're going to unleash hell on me, which is the problem. I'll take it, though, I suppose, which means you get to choose the active and inactive objectives, I assume.
We are going to keep the same.
We're going to keep the same ones. Yes, indeed. Granted, I am considering giving Scott the double turn. I think it's too much of a risk, though. If your shooting is meh, lackluster, it's not so bad, but it gives me control over a little bit more of the pacing. But I think I'm just going to go first in the priority. Move up the board, hopefully take away a few of your pieces, acquire a few more blood tithe points, let them kind of do whatever they want, and see what it looks like after that. Start by rolling up some primal dice. None. Okay. Which is an update on the score. I am down by 2 victory points, but we're going to try and fix that a little bit now, I suppose. Battle tactic is going to be Let the Blood Flow. I believe that's the name of it. That's obviously a Blades of Khorne one. 4 units have to die this turn. Mine, Scott's, combination of both. Doesn't matter. It could be 4 of mine. 3 Scott's, 1 of mine. Just have 4 things go down. Let's let the battlefield run red. Very similar. And then for my action, I kind of want to recover the Bloodthirster, but I also kind of want to recover that guy. I tried on him. He's Bravery 8. We're good. He's at 1 wound, and he's going to heal 1 wound. He's at 2 wounds. Hey, let's go. And for yourself?
We're going to go command point with the Idoneth.
Good. Got it. I'm going to go back to prayers. Bloodthirster is going to attempt to bronze flesh himself. Rerolling. We got it with a 3. That was a 2 for a hot second there. He's going to apply it to himself again. Realm Gore Ritualist is going to bathe these Blood Warriors in unholy flames, or at least their axes, on a 4-up. Hey, we got it. So they're going to be rend 2 instead of 1. I'm going to go boop. Getting hot in here. He's done. I definitely would like more blood tithe points. I could just do d6 mortal wounds to that chariot, but I'm going to try and blood sacrifice. Got it on a 5. He will naturally target himself. He is a masochist after all. I'll take the 2, I suppose. Left, and we're at 3 blood tithe points. That is the end of my hero phase. I am so tempted to throw a brass skull meter at that freaking turtle for 3 blood tithe points, and then acquire 3 more and do it again, and hopefully kill him. But I don't think that would happen. Plus, that's not really an interactive way to play the game. So I'm going to avoid doing that. I'm going to use my blood tithe points elsewhere, and see what I can make happen as we go to the movement phase. And by uninteractive, I mean there's not much. I'm just rolling dice and it's either dying or not. If it works out for me, it's kind of not that exciting. And if it doesn't work out, I just wasted 6 blood tithe points. So it's not a good trade either way. So for movement, I got to kill them. I want to kill this. I want to kill that. And I want them to throw their lives away. So that is probably the goal. We're going to start by moving them towards the enemy. Do a little stupid gamble with the Bloodthirster too. I never have any patience when I play. Please. Khorne, no chill. I mean, I guess that's kind of fitting, so I'm going to put him right up to the edge there. And it's unfortunately over 9.5 to get to the Alopex, so it's a 10-inch charge. But you could roll 10 on some dice, right? So we're going to move him there. It's not a bad position for him to... Well, I mean, it's better than just sitting still, I guess, technically, is what I'm saying. He's going to get shot anyways if he gets shot. He's going to get in a weird combat anyways if he's in a weird combat. So I might as well put him in the middle and see what I get. With the Wrathmongers up, they're going to throw their lives away killing these birds for a Blood Tithe point later. And then the Blood Warriors are going to come up this way. Yeah, why not? They're going to come up this way. Yeah, that's the one that feels right. Moving them up, we're going to get out of our little garrison here with the Blood Secrator. Just because I want to move my totem up. I was supposed to rally. No, I don't think I wanted to rally. Oh, I was going to rally them. That's what I was going to do. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. He was going to issue a rally on these Wrathmongers. I'm like, I was supposed to rally him. Excuses. No, it didn't work anyways. Okay, there you go. That's what I get for forgetting. That was unfortunate. And then the rest of this, these characters are kind of in a pickle just because they won't have a whole lot of character support. Only one of them I think can benefit from it. So I am going to run the Ritualist. Boop, 5. Move the Slaughter Priest up and over. I'm hopefully going to roll highish on their charge, highish on him. Well, enough to convene on the other side of the chariot. And then that's where our Ritualist went. We did move our Skull Cannon. It doesn't have any range to shoot at anything. I mean, it could obviously shoot at the chariot, but I think I'll kill the chariot. So I'm just going to... I'll shoot at the chariot or them, I guess. Let's put it that way. It's one of those two targets. And then movement over here. These Blood Reavers are going to move over there. Keeping coherency a little tight. Okay, then I got to move the rest of this stuff. I'm probably just going to move the Blood Warriors up and the Wrathmongers up a level. Nothing too dramatic. These Blood Reavers are going to move. Not run, they're just going to move. Move them up there. I don't want to trigger a redeploy, so I'm going to stay 9 away. I almost messed up my little play there a little bit. We're going to have these guys move towards that, and the Wrathmongers is going to move forward. I'll just move the Wrathmongers. I won't run them. I'm going to move both. Blood Reavers there, Blood Warriors, Wrathmongers, and then the Skull Cannon just drives underneath the bedrock bridge, ends up over here. Bam. All right, we're gonna go to shooting, I suppose. We'll start with this Skull Cannon firing into that Alopex. It is 4 shots. It shoots 4 little skulls. They're 3s and 3s, rend 2, d3 damage, I believe. 4s to hit. 3s to hit, sorry. And nothing. The other one, I realize I'm probably gonna need help against this guy, so I'll shoot into it as well. It's very tempting to go for them, though. 10 wounds. I'm going to shoot that. 3s. Oh, 3s. 3 wounding hits at rend 2.
5 ups.
Well, you make 2 of them. It'll be d3 damage, and it brings you down to 7. That'll be it there. We're going to go to charging. Well, let's do some obvious ones. These Reavers back here are going to charge. An 8. Charging in, and the Blood Warriors. It's their turn. 5. Well, that's probably good enough. Charging like that. Not a great charge, but we can pile in and get a few more attacks. Well, I'm going to go do a couple more over here that I don't really want to deal with yet. We'll have these Wrathmongers declare charge. They're going to go 6. I'm going to stay away from an Unleash Hell. I'm going to go somewhere around here.
Yeah, if you only have 2 dudes you're getting in there, that's plenty of space to make that work.
I'll just have this guy move up here. Those pile in. They got good reach. Blood Warriors declaring charge next. 12. Would have loved that for the Bloodthirst. Like that, and then we're going to charge the 2 characters in. I'll start with the Blood Secrator. He's just going to go right to the squig there, and then the Slaughter Priest. 7s and 8s. 7s and 8s. So with a 7, this guy with an 8. I'm hoping the Blood Warriors just kind of kill it, and then these guys can pile in close to the Blood Warriors. And then, Mr. 10-inch charge for dramatic effect. Hi. Nope. It's not worth. I'm gonna hypothetical forward to victory. 7. Okay, well, I need that command point for other things, bigger things. I do need them to die, so they're gonna declare a charge. Khorne loves it. They're just so eager to get into battle. They're gonna charge within 3 of the turtle as well. Otherwise, let's see if these Blood Reavers have it in them to make a charge. They got a +1 to it. That's a 5. That's not happening. We don't need them anyways. We're good to go to Monstrous Rampages, which there are none, so...
There is one.
Yes! Do it! What is it going to be?
I mean, I could just stomp them out now, right?
Hey, it's doing us both a favor.
I know.
I can do some mortal wounds with them, maybe.
If they die, right?
If they die. Oh, no, it has to be melee attacks. That's ideal. You'd
so
actually rather stomp them. Yeah. 2 up! Hey, D3. What'd you get? 1! 1 lives. Alright, so pass me one of those guys.
Do you have a preference?
Nope. No murder strike in here. Oddly enough, because I'm afraid of losing a Wrathmonger, the Wrathmongers will be the first attack. Are they 2 wounds each?
Yes.
Okay, so I have to do 6 damage to them? That's nuts.
There's no save, though.
Okay. Okay, well, let's go and pile in just a little bit. Get you in there to attack with as well. And, oh, that's the champion, though. 9 attacks. They all have to hit and wound effectively. Well, 6 have to hit and wound. But I think, weirdly enough, I might have to all-out attack here. I think I have to all-out attack. 'Cause if I hit them on 3s, I'm going to get 6 hits. I need them to die. They have to die. That's the thing. 6 hits. I'll grab that in a second. And then I'm going to get like 4 wounds. So if I do 2s to hit, I'll get closer to 8 hits, 7 hits, and then hopefully I'll get 6 wounds. So I'm going to re-roll one of these if they miss. Oh, none of them missed. Oh, that's a good roll, though, otherwise. And 2. Nice, they all hit. That's a damn good start. So, hypothetically, if I did an all-out attack, I would have had 1 miss. We'll keep that to the side for now. 3s. Okay, I rolled exceptionally well. They're all dead. But I was worried. That's a blood tithe point.
There you go.
Go with the chariot.
Yep.
Into the slaughter priest or the blood secretor.
Blood secretor.
The rally guy. Understood.
Yep.
I got no defensive stuff here. Well, I mean, I got my stats, but I don't have any stratagems.
So this will be the claws and talons, 3s and 3s, 2 rend.
Okay, not bad. Good start. It's got a pretty thick 3-up save. So is that 2?
2 at 2 rend, 1 damage.
There's going to be 5-up saves from his armor, and then he's got a 5-up ward from their artifact. He takes 1 damage. The axes.
The axe, it's 3 attacks, 3s, 3s, 1 rend, 1 damage. Just 1.
And a wound.
1 rend, 1 damage.
4-up save. His armor does not hold. 1 damage. Does the crimson plate? He has taken 2 damage so far.
And the spear, 2 attacks, 3s, 3s, 2 rend, 2 damage.
Ooh, 3s. 3s.
2 rend, 2 damage.
Come on, crimson plate. Let's fail that. And 2 damage. Nada. He's taken 4. He has like 1 or 2 wounds left. That was close.
Closer to the...
2. My battle tactic,
Yeah, don't want to do it for you.
So the only other attack I have that's kind of worth it is these blood warriors who are going to pile in and try and do some damage to this Alopex. We're going to pile in. I got 6 of them attacking. Fortunately, no bonuses. 3s and 4s. I already own this objective. Ooh, that's a lot of 1s and 2s. And 4s. 4 wounds, rend 1.
4 or 5 ups.
Okay. That's only 1 damage each.
Okay,
I'm
takes
down
3.
to 9 wounds left in your pick. 5 wounds left. He's a little bit softer than I thought. I was kind of hoping the chariot would have done, or sorry, my skull cannon would have done like 2 to 4 damage. Alopex is going to attack the blood reavers.
All right, the dude's up top. 6 attacks, 3s, 3s, 1 rend, 1 damage.
That's
Oh,
2.
only 2.
Kills 2 of them so far.
And the shark bites. Let me double check when I have to get the one that counts as... So 3 attacks, 3s, 3s, 2 rend, 2 damage.
It's going to go right through that. Ooh, and then everyone is going to be a couple dead.
Oh, or not.
Okay. You killed 2. I'm going to kill...
No, I failed on my wounds.
Wait, 2 from the initial one.
Sorry.
Yeah. I'm going to just have these 2 over here die, and they're going to murder strike once. To do a mortal wound to you. Slap. Okay, well, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to go with these blood reavers, because at this point it's... Oh, I guess, you know what? I will attack with that blood reaver. Why not?
Yep.
2 attacks. I'm going to attack the Alopex. 2 hits. He gets +1 wound because he's fighting on an objective I don't control. Haha, it didn't matter. 2 wounds, no rend. The little guy goes. 2 damage. Pick.
I mean, the
Turtle's
pretty angry right now.
Turtle's angry. Let's go. I'm going to pull the reaver out. Bloop. And I'm going to try and do a mortal wound to the turtle. Oh, he takes a mortal wound. The turtle down to 15 wounds left. I got a blood tithe point for that, and that's 2 out of 4 units destroyed. And I got a mortal wound. I actually got 3 damage out of that reaver, too. That was like a super valuable little single reaver. I'm going to fight with these blood reavers over here. 6 of them are able to attack. 4s to hit. Not ideal. And 1 wound, 1 rend. They are not quite cutting it for me.
5 up.
1 damage. And a 3 left. Not much I could do about it, so I have to kill. I've run out of options. My battle tactic has unfortunately failed. That was I needed him to die. I mean, if this guy doesn't die, then it's the same idea, but he probably should die, but damn. Well done. I was kind of hoping that guy died too. I'd like to lose him.
Right, I really thought about all out attacking there, but the same. It's like I didn't want to do your battle tactic for you.
And I was hoping you did a lot more damage with the Reavers, because once he whiffed and the Blood Warriors didn't really connect much, I was hoping you'd go for the Reavers and kill them, but you luckily whiffed all the mouth attacks. Because if they run away, they count towards it as well. And
I mean, it's crazy that you had 1 damage with 6 Reavers, and you did 3 damage with 1 Reaver.
I know. It's just again, these chariots just do not want to work with me. I'm going to proceed with this. I do want to fight with the Blood Warriors first. That's 7 of them attacking. They're the ones with the axes. They're not close enough to the Wrathmongers, so it's going to be 22 attacks. Except one of them is a Gorglaive, so it'll be 19 attacks and a Gorglaive. We are wholly within range of the blood-marked terrain, so 2s to hit. Gives them +1 to hit. And because the title is Conquerors from the Gore Tide, we're fighting on an objective we don't control. Even though it can't be scored, we still see if we can contest it. And we get +1 wound. That only mattered for 1 wound. Look at that.
2 runs, so you 5s.
5s, as we try and cut up this chariot. That is, you made 2 saves. That's 8 damage. He does go down.
Yep.
And that'll be a Blood Tithe. 2 characters compile them, but they're happy where they are. They're both within 3 of the Blood Warriors. For some, look at their potential, but we obviously have a dumb turtle right there. But hey, we got a Bloodthirster to deal with the turtle. And if they die, you know what that means. Blood Tithe. Okay, unfortunately, we do scuff our battle tactic yet again. It's kind of a rough game for me on this. This mission itself is kind of hard, actually. So we're going to end it there. That's the turn done. I get 1 victory point for this objective because I control it. And that is about it. I was off by just a little bit. Just a little bit. I even wasted my command point to try and make it happen. I did lose 2 Reavers. I roll a 3. They're okay. So we do that in the Battle Shock phase. So we're going to end the turn there. And we're going to go to turn 2 for the Deepkin. Well, magic roll. You get a 4. Just 1 for each of us. Here's the update. I have had 2 turns and I still haven't beat your score on your first turn. It's going to be an absolute cheater. And use my superiority die on not my turn. Supposed to do it on your turn. I meant to do it on Scott's turn, but I forgot you have to do it on yours. I would have done it on my turn anyways. I didn't do anything with that command point, so I was going to save it for the second defensive battle half. Figured out the battle tactic. It's after some deliberation because Murderlust is a pain.
Yeah, I was originally thinking of Revenge of the Marty to take out the heroes here, but if you Murderlust in here, it'll keep me from shooting
terrain.
Things.
Yeah, if I got like a good Murderlust, I could push. I could keep these. Well, I could have some guys shift that way to give them the look us there, and then shift the front of the column forward.
Yeah.
And keep them locked there, and then just scuff the battle tactic. There's nothing worse in the game than here's my battle tactic, and then oh yeah, by the way, Murderlust, you just lost 2 victory points.
Yeah.
Always tell your opponent what you can do, unless you both agree that it's fun to not do that. But you got to keep your friends. And then, though I'm going to 100% Murderlust here when it comes up, because that's part of the plan.
Yeah, so we're doing Lead in the Maelstrom, so I need a battle line and a hero to do it. I need to get those things into combat anyway. The turtle mainly, and then a hero. So
oh yeah, he's battle line because of the thing.
Nautilus, yeah. So it makes him, like, I don't want to charge with the Reavers. I mean, I guess I still can if I need to for the battle tactic.
True, always an option.
But I want the turtle to get into combat, and then a hero too. So.
All right, what do you want to do for your action?
Great question. We're going to go for a command point.
Okay, I was going to recover no matter what. So let's see if you get your command point on a 4+.
Yeah.
Bum, 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 bum. No, not quite. All right, let's see if I can recover my Blood Secretor because he took a lot of damage. He does. He has 2 wounds remaining. He's back up to 5, but not a full. Be at 5, and then we're also going to issue the Rally Order to these Wrathmongers. I kept them wholly with an 18. I'm missing 3 of them. Oh, I hit it last time. I get 2 back this time, though. That's nice. Look, they died here, and they're standing up here. And that's the end of that's the beginning of the hero phase done. I have 1 command point left. I have to, probably going to save it for something defensive or redeploy. I don't really know what yet. We will find out shortly. But we got to resolve the rest of Scott's hero phase. Yep. Mystic Shield on the turtle. I see a 9 before me. Would you like to do anything to it?
No, it's fine.
All right, I'm going to try and stop it with the Ritualist. Why not? Hey! 8. You have it. And then... oh, yeah. What's the second spell?
Purple Sun, because I want to get it on the table.
All right, fair. Seeing a... oh, there's a 1. Ooh, spicy. All too familiar with all the armies.
Right, so now here's the question. Do I just re-roll those, or do I use the primal die?
What? I would you have no bonuses to cast, eh?
Right, so it's just a... right.
You're more likely to probably re-roll and hit the 8 than...
but then you're going to undo it anyway.
Oh, because I'll have to... I don't know what I'll roll, I guess. You could roll something crazy high.
Yeah.
I don't know. I actually don't know. It depends on what the...
right, what's the math? What's better for the math, right?
What's better for the math? The math is probably to roll... well, you roll the 6, so a re-roll's better. Well, no, you're going to roll 3.5, so you roll a 9.5. A re-roll will give you a 7. Math is better to throw a primal die, but you have the small chance of getting the...
we're rolling the primal die.
Yeah, the miscast. Hey, there you go. What was scary? I am going to unbind the magic, or attempt to. I got a 9, so you can't see the one that it's a 3. I'm going to throw my primal die. a 3, which is also a 12, which doesn't work.
Hooray.
All right, I'm just going to hopefully get some blood tithe points, maybe on 5s. The nice thing about Khorne is you always have a second chance. You don't ignore the I don't think I ignore the I'll figure it out later. I ignore the bazap you take you turn into a stone statue effect on a 5. Sun!
Purple Sun's out, and we're going to do Curse on the Warmongers. Goes off on a 4.
Oh, we take a mortal wound.
I think it's D3.
I think it's just, it might be.
I'm pretty sure, but he has a 5-up ward.
He has a 5-up ward, okay. Bam, bam, bam. You make? Oh, 3 doesn't matter. Awesome, good job. Get all the ward saves, it's all good. Okay, is that it?
Yes, end of hero phase, this will move. Do you have any other hero phase? You've potentially.
I have to do mine at the end of hero phase. You choose which one happens first. I don't know if it matters too much.
It's probably... Actually, yeah, I would say if you want to do those, I will move mine after that.
All right, I am going to spend 1 blood tithe on Murder Lust. It's 1 blood tithe for 1 unit up to 3 times spent. If you're not familiar with the errata that happened kind of a while ago now at this point. So I'm going to use it 1 on these guys, and I think just 1 on them, because anything else isn't going to get me too much. Even if I get like a 2, I think I'm in. So they're likely to get something out of it. The other guys are kind of whatever. At least a 2 up. 3. There we go. So that means we're engaged in combat.
Yep.
Murder. That's about it. We can move. There's a purple sun. Hello. Hello, tree. I actually don't know the answer to the purple sun auras on endless spells affecting Khorne units. I'm just going to roll once. And if I don't make the 5 up, I do. So I think I'm immune to the -1 as well. I don't know. I'll look into it a little bit more. I was going to roll, and if I didn't get a 5 up, I didn't have to. Didn't worry about it. But now I have to. That also gives me a blood tithe point if this is what I'm thinking. So we'll worry about that in a second. We're going to go on to movement here. These guys are all free to move. I'm going to show you where everything ends up here. I'm probably not going to redeploy because I only have the 1 command point. So it's going to be hard to make that valuable. Movement is complete. These Namardi shifted up. The priest comes on in. Again, no redeploys here. I wasn't too... The only one I considered doing was this one. But if I rolled like a 2 or a 1, it was going to do nothing and just waste my command point. I should have probably murder lusted them, but it's too late at that point. So I'm going to be happy with how they are. I figured I'm just going to weather the storm and see how this goes. The Achelian King at the doubled for a command point. Because we are on battle round 2. I don't know what the tide is called.
This is the one that I can run and or charge.
Okay. You also don't know. You also don't know what the tide is called. You don't have to look up.
Yeah, I know. Good. Like I haven't written down.
The turn 2 tide.
I know high tide. That's the one that matters.
That's the high tide. Yeah, I know high tide too. Yeah. This is the one where you can advance and shoot and charge.
Yep.
Or run, shoot and charge, as if you didn't run essentially. So then the turtle comes up. The Alopex didn't move.
They wanted to just hold that objective.
You don't want me snagging it, right? Yeah.
Just
this one
here.
got out of dodge. That one ran away with a fly. And then that's pretty much it. We're good to go to shooting. So regarding Purple Sun, there's like 3 different potential outcomes for this is the only guy within 6 inches, Mr. Bloodthirster here. 1 of 3 ways here. Let me know what your opinion is of it down below in the comments, because I love the interaction. There actually might be an answer somewhere online. I'm too dumb to find it. It is either I roll once I'm in range of the aura for a 5 up to ignore it. Boom, get a blood tithe point. The aura does not affect me unless I leave it, enter it, or the purple sun leaves and comes back in. But hey, it gives me potential to farm blood tithe points. Or, second option, there might be a 3rd or 4th one, or a 4th one or 5th one I don't know about, but the second option would be every time it would be relevant. So like shoot me, my save is reduced, boom, check to see if I ignore it. I do or I do not. Move on to the next thing, boom, check, I do or do not. That's a damn good way to farm blood tithe points, and kind of cumbersome and complicated. I highly doubt it's that one. And then the third one is I cannot use my ability against auras. Which would make the Khorne player sad. And I don't want to make the Khorne player sad. And ultimately, it's just a difference of 1. So we'll check the dice to see if it matters, but going to play it with the every time I would enter or leave the aura. So that's probably the easiest way to do it. And the less like malicious way, I suppose. Or keep it simple. Age of Sigmar, keep it simple. Simple, ideally that. Anyways, I want to know what you think down below. And all that stuff. Also, good example of like, say that Unholy Flames as a spell, and they go attack a Khorne unit. Is that technically a spell? They're under. That one I don't think. That one is the one Matthew brought up, but I'm like, I guess technically you can make that argument, but I don't think that's what the intent of that would be. Anyways, proceed with shooting. I ramble. Where do you want to go?
We're gonna go here because I don't have to make any choices because I have to shoot them.
Yes. Well, I'm not going to do anything but eat arrows to the face.
Okay. So they're within 9, so it's +1 to hit them. So it is 2s and 3s.
Disgusting. All right. Well, I'll probably lose a good amount of Wrathmongers here. How many 2s did you get there? Couple. All right. Threes! Drop dice all over the place.
Yeah,
Sorry, I get it. I struggle
many dice.
on a daily basis. Okay, it's looking pretty spicy. 5 6-ups. Let me roll 8. I got none. I rolled 10. Oh, I wanted to make 8 saves though.
I got it.
Wounds 3 each. So that looks like 3, 6, 9, 10. If well, I guess it means we're shooting something else. I didn't expect much more than that. So they'll get a blood tithe point for their death though. Little pecks in the back into the bloodthirster.
That's too many dice. 3s and 3s.
Couple hits. 3s to wound. Couple wounds. Rend of 1, right?
Correct.
Oh, I have a 4-up save then, which I will make 1 and fail 1.
D3.
And it's going to be 2 damage. I got the Locust of Fury.
Do you? Are you within? You're not within 8 anymore, right? I have something within 8.
Ooh, that might be. I just assumed it was the target shooting me. It's as long as you get an enemy nearby, you can disregard my Locust. All right, I'll take 2 damage. I got 13 remaining. Boom. He's not mad anymore. He is ready to fight. He's happy. Next up, we got. I assume the big guy into him.
Turtle.
Yep. It's pretty much 2 Alopex. All out attack from the Alopex.
2s and 3s.
There's the turtle. Ooh, couple 1s.
But a couple 2s.
Yeah, it helps.
Yep. 3s. That was good.
5.
5 and rend 1.
Let's make 5 saves. I want to die in melee. I'll make 3. I'll take that. 2d3 damage. 13. Ooh, down to 8. And the Reaver's going to attempt to bring him down. How many? All in range?
Yep.
All right, bring it on.
I get the +1 because the turtle is within 15 inches here, so it's 2s and 3s again.
Turtle helping.
A lot of 1s there, though. 3s to wound. That was a good wound roll, though.
Okay, let's see what we do here. 4-up save. I will suffer a further 5 wounds. That was a fail. I got 3 wounds left. Come on, engage me in honorable combat.
I'm going to.
All right, fine. I have a couple wounds left. Okay, what's next? Oh, we got the little staff.
Yeah, it's true. But
We're going to go to him. He's going to fire at these blood warriors.
spiked jaws from the fish or bat squigs or whatever we're looking at. 2s and 4s. 4s.
To be 4-up saves, I will take a damage. I assume it's just 1.
Correct.
I'll take it on Buddy Boy back here. And then the Scepter.
Scepter into the same thing. D3 shots.
All right, couple. 3s to hit.
3s and 3s. 2 rend. 5 and 6. 3s.
2 more. 2 rend, eh?
2 rend.
Come on, blood armor. Make 1, fail 1. That is going to slay this mighty blood warrior. With magic, nonetheless. We'll finish shooting off. We're going to go to charges. Where do you want to start?
We're going to go the king.
All right, big king. See what he's got.
I get +1 for my ritual to my charge rolls.
He's got a 5 then. I'm going to go up behind the bloodthirster. He's got 3 moves left. Put him on over there.
And the horn on the deep mare when he finishes a charge. And a 2-up, it does D3 mortals.
Oh, no. That's a 1. I think you'll be okay. That would have been
But it would have been better to have killed him there. As
No, it would have been ignominious. That would have been very depressing. Turtle charge. What do we got here? I see a 10, maybe even more if you have
It's
a...
got a +1.
Yeah. And then we charge in. So that's battle line charge, character charge. We got to keep one of them in combat still.
Yeah.
By the end of this, which shouldn't be that hard. Turtle in there. Monstrous Rampages. That's it for charges.
Yep. Monstrous Rampage, I'm going to give him -3 to his fin and bite
That's
attacks.
the Deepkin thing, right? Yeah.
For this this enclave.
Big grand. Hell yeah, let's
Yeah.
go. Is that thing a monster by chance?
It is
No,
not.
He's just a mounted guy. Gotcha. The Bloodthirster. It's gonna roar at him, I guess. My best chance of living is denying you bonuses to hit, I suppose. 1. Didn't matter what I picked there. He's very cowed, I would say. He's not that imposing anymore.
I'm going to have the king use his once a game. Go put D3 units into High Tide.
Yep.
Wholly within 12. He's not going to be wholly within 12 of the turtle, but
Just
I need him to go into
Yeah.
High Tide to get
Yeah.
the strike first. So
Yeah,
that's
you-
all that matters.
You got a lot of tools in this list to deal with the exact build I have here. So let's see if it works out. Because I have fight first as well, but yours, because it's your turn,
Yeah.
you resolve one of your fights first. So he's in High Tide right now.
Yep.
Are you ready? Would you like to all-out attack? Or do you think
I
you're
don't.
okay?
To be honest, I don't need to because he gives Ishran units or Kelly units +1 to hit.
Okay.
So his mount is going to be 3s and 3s, but his big attacks are 2s and 2s.
Okay.
And if I'm within 3 inches, I get an additional 2 attacks for each unit I'm within 3 inches. In combat with, I get an extra 2 attacks on his spicy attack. So I'm going to get an extra 6 attacks.
Yeah, that's fair.
Already. So he's going to be doing it with 2s, 3 rend, 3 damage.
I'm probably fine.
He will probably be fine.
Yeah, I'm probably fine. So what's the verdict? How are we splitting these attacks up?
All right, all of the rider attacks are going to go into the Bloodthirster, and then the mount attacks are going to go into the Ritualist.
Well, I'm happy at least it's the character killing him, as opposed to the mount. That's a little more acceptable for me. I'm going to all-out defense the Bloodthirster just to attempt to survive it. I'm going to need some astronomical odds in my favor here to actually survive this, though. Because each one of these attacks are 3 damage each. And there are, well, plus 6, you said, right? I don't know what the base.
So it's going to be, it's 3 base, and then it's 9 attacks, 2s.
Rend 3.
Rend 3.
3 damage.
Yeah, and you'd have to save all
What
of
a
them.
reasonable attack profile.
It's only in High Tide. So it only, but like
it only happens now.
And then in
next,
round,
and
right.
next
So it happens twice a game. You have to be able to hit a block of things. So like when you have heroes that are buffing pieces.
Yeah.
That's like into Fire Slayers, you can do the same thing. Like
same idea. Yeah.
Hit into 4 heroes, and all of a sudden you've got an extra 8 attacks. So.
How many points is he? I like him.
240. He actually dropped points. He even came down. He's even better now.
Well, 240's it's up there. I get it. Yeah.
I mean, he's 7 wounds, 3 up save, no ward. He will fold if I don't kill the Bloodthirster. I mean, even then the Mongers might kill him in return.
Fair.
So,
yeah. Okay. Well, let's see what he's got then. We'll start with the Bloodthirster kill.
I need to do that first.
Yeah.
All right, 2s and 2s.
Let's see.
Okay.
Okay.
There's a lot of 1s.
5, 6
oh,
1s.
Man.
All
5
right.
1s.
5 1s, and then 2s to wound.
Yep.
Like I said, only got Fate on my side here. 3. I have to pass 3 5-up saves.
He has another sword attack, but it's no rend. So.
Okay. First one, dead. There we go.
All right. Phew.
And the next 2, I also roll once.
Okay.
So the Bloodthirster does go down. We're going to resolve the mount attacks. How are they in the Ritualist?
Yeah, everything in the Ritualist there.
Easy enough. All right, what do you got?
All right, so there's 2 different profiles. First one's Fangs and Talons, 3s and 3s, rend 1, D3.
Oh, this guy's a lot more consistent. 3 of them. All right, so rend 1. That's going to bring me to a 6-up save on her. She's not wearing much armor. How much damage?
D3.
3d3 damage. That is her dead as well.
Wow,
9 damage. Whew. And that's it. All right, that is going to give me 2 Blood Tithe points. And, I mean, I got a lot of Blood Tithe points. But we lost all the pieces we kind of care about. Let's see what... now, that strikes first.
Yep.
You get to actually do your pick still.
Yep.
So I assume it's going to be the turtle.
Yep. Oh, we're going to do everything the turtle into the unit with a 3-up save.
It's all buffed up, too. Yeah, they only have that 3-up going for them, so we'll see how well they can go.
Yep.
We're going to
all attack the turtle. All right, so we'll do the riders first. 6 attacks rather. 2s and 3s with the all-out attack.
The crew. Only 1 miss there.
3s. Ooh. I'll hit rend 1.
That chaos armor holds. Most of it does. 1 damage?
Yep.
We got 2 in the pool. Forget when you killed my character, she does do a murder strike.
Yep.
Just to get that. Nothing. She was just so overwhelmed with what just happened.
The Squigmare just took her down, but she didn't know what was happening.
She had not a clue in the world. Now what do we got next?
So it's the fins. This will be 2s and 3s, rend 3, 4 damage.
All right. Okay, good start. That's a spicy start. And
3s.
Just 1.
Just 1.
What's the better rend on this one?
This is rend 3.
That is a failsafe. I got lucky that 3 of those failed. 4 damage per fail, so I'll take a total of 6 so far. Then we got his nasty bites.
Yep. Okay, 2s and 2s.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Rend also
rend 3.
Look
3
for 6. Oh, okay. We took 6. This guy's gotta die. And then, do I want murderous strikes? Yes, I'll just lose these 2. They'll have their murder strikes. And then I'm gonna put a wound on a guy back here. You probably should have killed that whole unit there, so I got lucky on that part, but that's not really where I wanted to get lucky. I will deal 1 mortal wound back at you with their murderous strike. And I get to pick where to fight next. I'm just gonna go... Is there anything else? Like, that's it? You were done? Your combats?
Yeah, I didn't charge. I needed to get into combat. I didn't want to overkill everything.
All right. Okay, well, I guess I'll commit with these guys over here that's going to pile in and try and do some damage to the king. You mentioned you wanted to...
We're all out defense there.
All out defending, yeah. 2 of them are able to reach. Neither one are the champion, so it's going to be a total of 8 attacks. Should be no bonuses here, just 3s and 3s. 3 misses and 3s. 5 wounds, rend 1. And should go back to your 3-up. Yep. Okay, there's 4 fails.
Wow.
Rough now. You got 3 wounds left?
Yep.
All right. Well, then, I guess I'll just go with these... characters. I'm going to pile around a little bit to make room for one another. Got 3 attacks with his blood-bathed axe, hitting on 2s because of the terrain. Ooh, nice. Thank you, objective. And 2 wounds, rend of 2. So you have Mystic Shield and Purple Sun.
That cancels out, so...
Just rend 2, I guess.
Yep,
Yeah.
so 4 up.
You roll a 6 and a 4, you're good.
Yep.
And then I will proceed. Shall attack with the Blood Secretor, why not? Get him within an inch. Strike with him. Attacks with his axe. I got 3 hits. Yeah, we'll just reroll that, whatever. Hey! It hits. 3s to wound. 3 of them. Rend 1, so you should have 3 ups. Yep. 3 ups. Oh, that's 4 damage in total. We're going to pile in with these Blood Warriors and see what they got going for them. I'm going to drag in the Reavers, I think. If this goes weirdly... I only have 3 of them attacking. One of the 3's a Gorglaive, though. If this goes weirdly well for me, I might be able to make some magic happen in the next hero phase. We'll see. I lost because they're alive. Champion is not in range. Oh, they all hit, though. +1 to wound is not available. Oh, I wish it was. 2 wounds, rend of 2.
4 ups again?
Just 1 damage, but no fails.
Yep.
And the Gorglaive is, I think it's just those and those. Those are rend 3, though.
3 of them?
Yeah, 2 of them.
2 of them.
2 of them, yeah. 2 are rend 3.
5 ups.
5 ups. Oh, beautiful. Those are 2 damage each. That's that. And I forgot to pop the banner on the Blood Secretor. That's kind of once I seen the position of the poor Bloodthirster in, it's too far apart, after shooting, I kind of lost my my interest there, I suppose. Anyways, that is it for the turn. Well, my combat, you get to fight with the Reavers.
Yeah, I'll just bring in 3.
Piling them in, getting 3 in range to attack.
3s and 3s, no rend.
1 hit. No.
No, they're like, where'd you use our bows, that's it.
That will conclude the turn. So, you got your battle tactic complete on 2 different occasions here.
Yep.
And you hold 1 objective, so you got 3 points again. So you got 6 to my 2. Roll the battle shock for the Blood Warriors. A 4? They're not going to run on that.
Yeah.
Lost a couple, unless you have terror or anything weird like that.
Nope.
All right. Well, that is 3 victory points for you. I'm not in a great spot. I have a secret weakness. Is like, if you come to fight me at MiniWarGaming as like a boss fight, my secret like little glowing spot to go for is pick the model I care about the most and kill it, and nothing else matters. I'm going to see how priority goes here. If I get priority, there's a fighting chance, but...
I get strike first for everything, though.
That's true. Even more reason to concede. Let's see what... Damn it. Let's see how priority goes. That's 6. Oh, gosh dang it. Why do you got to kill the Bloodthirster? Man, that's all I cared about.
Well, you were going to explode my argument.
No, I know. Sometimes he gets a giant bullseye on his head. Okay, so I got priority. You'll have fight first on everything, but I can fight in the hero phase.
Yeah.
There's at least that. Or how many wounds does he have?
10.
10? I could hit him with a brass meteor, I suppose, but then I have to deal with him, and I can't deal with him that well. I mean, I could try to deal with him. Let me think about it. Oh, I could shoot him. I could just do that. I'd be crazy to throw in the towel here. I got a lot of fight left in me, so I'll see how this turn goes, and try and get some battle tactics in. He killed my general, so I can at least go for reprisal.
Yep.
There's some primal magic going. I roll a 2. Scott gets a 1. All right, no primal magic yet. We got this currently. No primal magic dice. I do have 7 blood tithe points to play with, which is quite a bit. I'm going to have to use some utility here, though, and try and get some value out of it. And currently 6 to 2, so it's not looking promising. But we're going to try and make it work. I got 1 command point because my general's dead. Boo. Battle tactic will be reprisal. Might as well take the opportunity now while I have it, which is as long as he is destroyed by any means at the end of this turn, I'll get my battle tactic complete. And then my action. Well, that is a good question. I definitely need a command point. So I'm going to go leadership on my Blood Secretor. He is my battle standard bearer, so he has a totem range. So we have a command point on him. Finest hour.
I mean, if there's going to be a time to do it, he's not probably going to have many more hours left.
That's fair. Okay, then finest houring him. We're going to go to praying. I have no... Oh, did I give myself the blood tithe points for those 2 dying? I think I did, because I had 6, went down to 5, 2 things died, I'm at 7. Probably accurate. I assume you want to... Which ones do you want to make active, by the way?
Front and back.
Front and back,
I have
all right.
no way to get to that one, and you probably still hold this one?
Okay, front and back still. I am going to use my Slaughter Priest can dispel the spells at no cost, so I might as well try to.
Yep.
I don't. That's a 7. Start this off with a prayer from the priest on a 4-up. Blood Boil does D6 more wounds. Oh, Khorne wants me to do it. I can just do D6 more wounds to him right there. Free my guys up, charge in over there, get the extra attacks. Or I could try and do D6 more wounds to this and then hit it with a meteor and then shoot him with cannons. Seems like either one is a good choice. I'm just going to pick the big guy. He's going to get hit for 3 mortal wounds. It brings him down to 7.
Yeah, and now that's his first bracket too.
Okay. Crack in his shell. Now's the time to hit him with a giant brass meteor.
There you go.
And that's going to bring us to the end of the hero phase. I was curious if I'd get more damage out of Apoplectic Frenzy or the brass meteor, but I think I'm going to get more damage out of the brass meteor. So I'm going to conjure a meteor right on top of that cracked turtle shell. I roll 10 dice. Every 3 up, he takes a mortal wound. The odds are kind of fickle if I'm going to make this one or not. If I can kill him and get a blood tithe point, I can summon 10 blood letters to the table and charge in with him. So that's the combo I'm trying to go for here. He is dead. 7 mortal wounds. He just gets clean killed by the meteor, and we go to 5 blood tithe points. The thought of... Oh, this is gone now. I don't have my unholy flames anymore. My thought of concession was mainly based around them dying. And that turtle 100% should have killed them all. I got lucky that he didn't. Okay, that's the end of my hero phase. You get to move around the purple sun. Yep. Keep in mind, I might get blood tithe points, I guess. You're going to try to eat up the characters.
I mean, I might as well try to kill him,
yeah,
right?
Fair. Couldn't dispel it, so hopefully they don't die. Zipping him over there. He's going to get him characters in the back there within range. I will... Do you roll yours first?
Well, I'd say roll. I mean, it's not even worth me rolling if you don't.
Slaughter Priest. And the other guy, Bloodsecrator. Ooh, no blood tithe points. Let's see, Slaughter Priest.
On a 1.
He's good. Oh, okay. There's nothing. Nothing happens for anyone.
Yes, they still have the -1, but they didn't instantly die.
A roll for... They're technically affected by the aura.
Yeah.
They're good. Okay, so nothing... I get no blood tithe points. And nothing adverse happens either, technically.
Yep.
These were good to move around. I am going to do just that. They're going to stay in combat because I kind of gotta. And I'm going to have my the Exalted Deathbringer is going to go get vengeance for the big guy. I'm going to reposition this way.
Okay.
He is a mobile missile, essentially. I think I want to bring this chariot in as well. It's going to... I wish I had impact hits. It's going to move to about there. And this chariot is going to probably back it up a little bit and deal with this Alopex. Going to back it up through the rocks there, staying away from the Alopex, but able to shoot the Achillean King.
That won't be able to shoot the Achillean King.
That's right. That's how shooting works.
Yeah.
That's how shooting works. I have to change that up then. I forgot about that. The Deepkin shadowy things. You know what? This is probably fine.
I think
I'm probably
you're
fine.
probably fine.
Yeah. This stuff all does murder strikes when it dies, so
Yeah,
he's probably going to die to that. I'm just going to rely on this.
Yeah. I think you'll be okay.
With that in mind, I might still... if I go move towards him... Shoot. What if they're equidistant?
It says the nearest.
Okay. So if they're the same distance away, that would be... I pick?
I would assume so.
Yeah. So I'm going to move him. So he's exactly the same distance from him and the same distance from him.
Okay.
I guess. But you could... Oh, he can't order him. We're about 8.5 away that way, 8.5 that way. So that is my picks there. And, So these are the objectives we care about. That one and that one.
Yep.
Move our Blood Reavers towards his Alopex, and you're looking at a redeploy on him.
Yep.
And you're going to go 2...
Standard 2 inches.
Yep. Good old redeploy. And then I did move my support characters back here to go up and around. They're going to try and charge into this little thicket of a mess here. Just to try and start working on these Namarti and deal with them as I can. I moved this guy technically within 6 of the purple sun. I'm just not going to worry about rolling to see if I ignore it and get blood tithe points. That feels like a little too gamey. I'll just roll it when it feels right. And when he goes to get attacked, how's that sound? And that should be it for moving there. I'm going to move some stuff here. Just going to move towards the Alopex. I don't really know. They're still going to be valuable for like a turn 4-5. But they're not going to do much else, I think, other than going that direction. Until I find out later in hindsight that they would have been more important going that way for something, obviously, more relevant. We're going to run our Blood Warriors, an extra 2. All right, that's where they go. That should be it for my movement. Shooting. Yep. We're going to start with this one. It can only really target him, so we'll figure it out. Would you like to all-out defense? It is Ren 2.
I mean, he's got to try to stay alive, right? So.
And 3s. 3 hits. And 3s. 1 wound. You should have your 3-up save.
Yep.
1 3+, and that is a 1. And this is a 5-up. He's dead. It's dead. He just eats a cannonball to the face and dies. That is a... Oh, I'm supposed to summon. Sorry. I'll have 1 blood tithe point because I'm summoning 10 blood letters. I'm going to summon my blood letters from that Bloodsecrator right there, getting these guys within 9. Oh, sorry, outside of 9. But the banner gives them +1 to their charge roll. So I got 1 blood tithe point because I killed the Achillean King like a punk. I believe I'm going to shoot with this thing next. I must shoot the Alopex, so maybe it'll just lighten it up a little bit for the Reavers, because they're totally going to necessarily need to charge over there, right? No, he's just going to hit everything. And he's going to wound. Oh, twice. Rend 2. 2 6-up saves. Okay, double ones again. You know what? I should say right now that you said those dice have been retired.
Yes.
But the other dice you have don't really show up well on camera. So if you're kind of suspicious of Scott's dice, they have been kind of under the radar for himself.
They've been on timeout, but it may be a permanent timeout.
Oh, he's dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a blood tithe point again. Okay.
Investing in more dice.
I remember them being suspicious last time we played as well.
I think that was when I was like, maybe they're going to take a timeout.
Okay.
So, yeah. I think they're very swingy, because I feel like against Josh, when I played against him,
Oh,
against
Stormcast,
Gargants, maybe there's the Stormcast dice, not DEEPGITS.
Ah, there you go. Something to try out and or at least consider. So we're done shooting. I am gonna go ahead and declare a charge with these blood letters. They need an 8 because the banner gives them a +1. Does Khorne want it? 7. I'm gonna forward a victory there with my at the double. Not at the double. Sorry, with my heroic leadership. Oh, 12.
Okay.
That's spicy, but I assume we're gonna get an Unleash Hell.
Oh, 100%.
Charging in over here. I did have like a nice little avenue to go up there, but I already started committing this way, so this will work. I'm gonna lose like probably half these guys here anyway. So Unleash Hell for a command point, -1 to hit, but +1 hit because of proximity.
Yep.
So
3s.
Damn, the turtle would have given them 2s to hit there. The turtle had a very unfortunate outcome this game, yeah. And 2 3s.
Oh.
God, alright. I was okay taking the loss, but you're rolling really, really bad now. Have been the whole game, maybe. A glorious 5-up. We make 2. That kills 1, 2, 3 of them. Guys, I'm trying my best to play them on 32s. I swear I'll get it done one day. Maybe soon. A couple of other charges. We'll have the Blood Secretor go. Double 1. I've already used my command ability, so... double 1. That's unfortunate, actually. So he's going to block... I'll try to charge with the Slaughter Priest. If you roll... Ooh, that's a failed charge as well. Okay. We got a couple suspicious rolls there. Then the Blood Reavers, they could use a charge. They could use some help. They're going to roll, a 4. All right, we failed 3 pretty critical charges there. That's not bad at all. The redeploy, funny enough, came in pretty big. So we're done. Oh, man, that makes me... I'm still going to use the Blood Secretor. Is going to pound the ground with the banner. Everything's going to get +1 attack this combat phase. Because it'll still put a lot of pressure on the Reavers.
Yep.
Which I'm going to fight with the Blood Letters first because they're a lot softer. You're not going to fight.
You're eventually going to. But.
Well, you're going to hit me. I assume you want to hit me first here.
Well, I get strike first and everything.
It's true.
So,
Yeah, everything.
So it doesn't really matter.
Which one would you like to fight first with?
This one, because I'm going to pile in just so you can't come back and get the priest here.
Gotcha. Okay. Piled in. We're going to attack with 5 of them. Sorry, it's like this guy's cloak keeps messing up. He is coherent with his unit. 5 are going to strike my warriors.
3s and 3s.
All right.
That's...
And 3. Any rend on there?
No
attacks?
rend.
All right. These are going to be 3s. I will fail 2.
Oh, look at that.
That's going to kill this Blood Warrior. It's going to kill this Blood Warrior, but he's going to be in range, and then to murder strike, and then I will say this guy just takes a wound to follow up. That's it for their attacks?
Yeah.
Eat nothing. They're going to pile in and strike at my Blood Letters.
Yeah.
5 striking over here. That is...
3...
1.
And 1. 1 no rend.
We got that Scaly Skin. Nope, that's the damage. Let's see what these Blood Letters could do. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could probably snake like 5 in there, and that's about it. They are going to be 3 attacks each because of the banner. So 16 attacks because of the champion. 3s to hit. You take 3 mortal wounds, and we're the 6s. And so you're going to roll me 6 saves. I think -1.
What? -1? Okay. 6s. So it was...
Didn't matter anyways. Okay, so that's 9 dead because of the 3 mortals.
Yep.
Or what's their bravery?
Probably 6, 8. I'm lying. 7. I was getting there.
They are auto running then, right?
Yep.
Yep. All right.
Yeah, he gives it within 12. They use bravery 10, but he's going to be outside of that anyway.
Okay. So we'll get them, and then I'm going to pile in and attack with these guys. Going to pile in like that, and they're going to attack these same thralls. I'm not going to bother using any command points. I should cut them down easy enough. Through the Goreglaive, we get +1 hit because we still need that piece of terrain. It didn't matter. And... who controlled that? I don't even know who did that. I haven't. Wounds there because I still have that objective. And then there's 1, 2, 4 other guys left. 4 attacks each. So 17 with the champion. 2s. And then let's see how many 4s we can get with their axes. And 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 6-ups. You make Any?
Lots of 1s and 2s.
There is one remaining.
Yeah.
Couldn't leave
For
them with
funsies.
one? Okay,
They
they
flee.
run away. They used the Eidolon's bravery of 10, but they lost 9, so
Yeah.
it's not going to work. No command points for, what's it called? Insane bravery. No, yeah, inspiring presence.
Yeah.
This one here automatically runs as well. That does give me 2 additional blood tithe points. I will finally get a 3-point turn. I control this objective. Unfortunately, that charge did not quite connect nicely. Even though I might not have actually made it work, because I forgot you had the high tide. But still didn't quite get the charge. That it gives me 1 point for this and 2 for the reprisal. So I actually got 3 points on a turn. Bless. The primal magic dice out of the way so I can show up the score of 4 and a 2. We both get 1. So update on the score. I'm at 5 to your 6. And I got a command point because I didn't use it. I used my leadership. And then your general's dead.
Yep.
So none for you either. And we both have 1 of these. Yep. We go for Intimidate the Invaders as the battle tactic. I am going to do Heroic Leadership on my guy. We got it. And I'm going to use that to rally these warriors. We are going to see just one of the warriors stand back up. Be nice to rally better than on 6s when I'm rolling 5 dice. I'm going to go for Leadership on the Eidolon.
Yep.
Or probably the Eidolon. 6. And then get rid of the Purple Sun with my Priest. Nope, not on the 7. I'm going to try the Teleport. 7.
It goes off. I'm just trying to decide if I want to do a
Primal Magic.
Primal Magic.
Gonna throw a Primal Magic die in there. A 1, eh? I'm gonna try and use my Slaughter Priest to. I got a 9.
Yep.
All right. I still have a Primal Magic die, but I have no more on vines. All right. Next spell.
We are gonna try to heal the
Shark.
shark. Might as well. It's off on a 6.
Yep. Yeah. D3, I assume.
Yep.
He heals 3, back up to 9 or full even. 8. Resolve the sun before I can do my blood tithe stuff. Boop. Get him right in the mix of everything. All right, so I'll start rolling him up. Slaughter Priest. He ignores it. Blood tithe point. Blood Secretor. Does not ignore it. Blood Warriors. Do not ignore it. All right.
Okay.
Slaughter. The Blood Secretor. 5.
fine.
Did you want to count that as a drop die or keep it as a roll? Up to you. It's kind of a drop die. I think you can roll.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, he's alive still. Okay. Blood Warriors. Hey, do I lose a guy?
Ooh, they
oh, not my guy. I just got him back.
Get out of here.
Fine, I'll have to rally again. Boom. I'm going to murder less twice. The Blood Warriors and the Reavers. Just to get pressure on the objective and force the shark to shoot the Reavers instead of something I care about. So I'm going to murder less these guys. Oh, I have 5 blood tithe points. I'm going to 3. These guys are murder lusting. Do you guys remember when this was 1 for 3 units? That was balanced. Boop, get them in there. I mean, you can still retreat. It just kind of forces you to retreat, I suppose.
Yeah.
And then let's see those Blood Reavers. Roll some high. 4. All right, so getting them in combat there. And that's all I got. You can go to your moon phase. We're just going to retreat.
Yeah.
This just makes it so the shark can't shoot me, I guess. What's his move?
14.
So fast.
So to the territory there.
Yep, lined up. Now he's in my territory, and he got 2 units in your territory, so it's time to get that Eidolon out here. And he moves wicked fast, too.
It's only 12,
Oh.
but I'm going to auto-run him with this command point just to get him over on the other side, away from things.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
I'm going to end up over there. If I was smart, I would have murder lusted to try and block that zone there. But I'm not smart. I'm cornering.
Well, but I could have gone right through.
Oh, I could have gone over there? Yeah, that's true. Okay, then
Like-
I would have had to cover way too many gaps.
Yeah, with fly, it makes it harder to...
This is okay.
Either way.
You're in the heart of my army.
Right. I mean, right. I mean, this is... I will score 3 points here. Oh, no, actually, you're going to be... Now you're on the objective there, so I'm still only going to get... I'm going to get 2 points there, as opposed to 3, with that murderless move.
Still better than 1, because murderless is busted. Treating that little squig there. I probably should have engaged him with murderless, but all the same. Okay, that's it. You could still shoot with him, because he... Oh, he ran.
I ran.
What am I talking about? Yep.
Yep. No
That's
shooting.
Turn.
Yep.
All right. You
Battle
get
tactic.
2 points.
Yep.
Battle tactic. This will be a big turn for priority. If I win priority here, I don't think I'll probably try and kill this guy. I'll just go for the more utility pieces here, shore up on my objective, and go for battle tactics. And then the rest of the game will be not that interesting, to say the least. It's more about just posturing and moving around. The dust has already settled, so this is an important role. I went ties. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So I think just debate. I'll do my turn real quick. I think I'm just going to ignore the Eidolon, and I'm going to see if I can kill these 2 guys. I'm pretty confident I can just stand on objectives and just acquire VPs there.
Yeah.
I assume you. Well, which ones do you want to make active?
You have all 4 of them, so it doesn't make it.
Doesn't matter. Okay. Yeah. So we'll do my
Right,
turn.
I mean, like, even still, like, he's got 5 wounds with a 5 up ward. I mean, 8
Not
wounds on a
wounds?
4.
He's got some cannonballs staring at him.
Yeah, like, I think it's... pretty done and dusted at this point. But.
Yeah. Okay, well, we could probably call it there then. There's the Eidolon heals a ridiculous amount. If you don't even need things to really pop off that much.
Yeah.
Couple spells. He could heal 2d3 with one spell cast on himself. Got recovery. He's super durable with a 3-up save, is it?
3-up save.
5-up ward. That's a respective. Like that's what this guy's got, but he's got like twice the wounds he has. So.
Yeah.
You have to kill 2 Blades of Khorne with healing built in. No, thank you. Well, Crimson played Blades of Khorne, but all the same, we'll end it there. I think, like, realistically, if we were to play it out, I would get, what is this, turn 4-5, I would get 4 points, I think. I'm not getting my grand strategy, but neither are you. What was your grand strategy?
I had to kill the monsters, but the turtle needed to stay alive.
Turtle.
So if the turtle wiped here, I think there's it still wouldn't have been easy, but it would have been a lot more likely.
If that turtle hit those Blood Warriors, that was game.
Yeah,
that was
right.
it.
Because then that happens. They get +1 over here. There's a lot. The turtle was a big.
Yep. The turtle whiffing and then going down was pretty much the deciding factor of the game.
Yeah.
I lost the Bloodthirster. That's okay. I mean, it didn't take you much to take him down, but it cost the king tech. We just traded generals.
Yeah.
Is all that was. Mine was. I don't even know if mine is more valid. Mine's more points.
Well, right. And if I had if 3 wounds, if I had gotten through that with shooting earlier, then I wouldn't have needed to bring the king in there. I was just so afraid of what was going to happen. So I didn't shoot him with like 1 unit of Reavers the turn 1. And if I had done that, if I had just plinked out 3 wounds, that made a difference there too.
Fair.
But that needed to go down because if you just did mortals through everything, I would have been more toast than this. So.
Right. I think had Scott won the priority here, he could have acquired himself just enough victory points to probably win out the game if we played out the rest of it mathematically. But the priority here will give me 4 points, clear it up, allow me to get another 4 points because this guy doesn't quite have the hitting power. I have so many crap little units all over the place that...
Right. I can't hold objectives at this point now, so like I might be able to clear 1 off, but it would have been really tough.
This is actually a surprising outcome. I didn't see this coming. It was all on the turtle and those dice.
Yes.
So we'll jump into a post game and we'll end it there. And paired with this match, you better believe we continue the Age of Sigmar action. This match in particular will be between Josh and Luka, available to our YouTube and Vault members. Skaven against Stormcast. New against old. If you want to check out this game, click on the link down below to sign up for a 7-day free trial if you are not already a member.
Sorry guys, brain fart on this one. Scott and I were going to do a post game, but we got rudely invaded by Steve and Josh, who came in the room shortly after the game. We got to talking, forgot, and here we are. So Scott is already back home, and essentially what we were going to say is that I was going to get a couple more battle tactics in the turn 4-5, and I would have gotten, the 2 points for the objectives those 2 turns as well, because I had all 4 covered. And then Scott may have gotten 1 to 3 on his turn 4-5, thus leading it to I think the score would have been about 14-13 for Khorne, assuming that Scott gets like a magical dominance or magical mayhem, I think it's called. One of the 2. So that's just a quick summary of the post game. Unfortunately, the real post game would have probably been a little bit more engaging, but we'll catch that next time when Scott comes back with the Idoneth DEEPGITS. Thanks again for watching, everyone, and happy wargaming, and I'll see you soon.